Welcome to Knoxville, site of tonight's championship race. Drivers underlined in orange plus the number 1 of Ian Montrose are your 4 contenders for the championship tonight. 9 cars here to contend 2 features. Points across both features is how our championship 4 will be scored. And let's get to it. Lucas Weissman's going to be starting on pole here in feature number 1, so good draw for him. Scott Elston, Damon Nagel, Henry Koloff, Nathan Lafayette, Ian Montrose, Brad Wilson, Blake Giglio, and Hayden Lull. We'll see if anyone gets EOLs for their finishes last week. Looks like 97.86 going to the tail. Hayden jumping the berm just because. If you're unfamiliar with Knoxville, the inside, there is quite a berm around the inside lane to keep people from getting in the guardrail. You get up on that, you can launch yourself.
Is it like the highest points win?
Correct.
Or is feature 1 feature 2?
Hey, my bad. A cable fell between my pedals. I was trying to reach for it and I didn't hold the wheel, so.
Alright, got crazy.
We'll update points after this, and then it's the highest finisher, it'll go up points for feature 2.
And points for both features. It's the easiest way to say it. Somehow we already have Blake Giglio 3/10. I don't know what it's calculating there. But it looks like Lafayette will be starting from pole alongside the 35 of Scott Elston, as our scoreboard is completely irrelevant after the EOLs. Green flag in the air. Lafayette and Brad Wilson make contact in the turn number 1. Lafayette's going to go around. Brad Wilson's collected with them. Lucas Weissman was hung up behind that. We added 5 laps to our lap counter this week, so 35 in this one, 45 in the second.
Ian, I was just trying to avoid it.
Nothing. No, sorry.
So now our championship 4, Blake Giglio in the lead of that. Blake riding in 4th, right behind Hayden Lull in lap number 2. How quickly he went from last to 1st in the championship. Blake been one of the strongest contenders all season long. Have to feel like it's his championship to lose, especially after that went down. Scott Elston out in front in the 35. Henry Koloff 2nd. Hayden Lull is 3rd. Then Blake Giglio ahead of the championship contenders. Ian Montrose, Damon Nagel, and the 97 of Lucas Weissman. With the Damon Nagel Ian Montrose battle, Blake Giglio's getting past the Napa machine and trying to get himself up to 3rd. Blake clears the 56, moves up to that 3rd spot. Now has the car between himself and the next title contender, Damon Nagel. Scott Elston out in front of Henry Koloff. Henry had to miss a lot of time here mid-season, but able to make it back for the finale. Henry going for, I believe, a Super Speedway Championship on Friday. Not in the title fight tonight, but having a good time. 56 car, Hayden Lull, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Hayden. And that gets you all caught up to speed on all the goings on. Brad Wilson all the way back in 8th. Lafayette in 9th. We've gotten to our normal scheduled distance of 30 laps. Feature number 1. We'll get the points update in the halfway break. Get you a nice racing graphic so you can understand what's going on. Blake Giglio trying to take over 2nd from Henry Koloff. The 16 car steadily marching towards the front, running the bottom line. And Giglio takes away 2nd, no problem. Go on board with the 16. Just so smooth. It's a joy to listen to Blake on dirt. You don't ever hear it revving up too high, just calm, cool, collected. It feels like he's running the same lap every lap. So consistent. Working on lap number 10 of 35. Right now, Blake leading the title contenders by a wide margin. Blake's second, the title fighters 5th, 6th, and 7th. Luke is probably wishing he didn't have to take that EOL to start this race for finishing top 3 in the last race last week. Now we send the fast guys back to the back, make them come through the field, and so far Lucas not made much progress. Hayden Lowell getting that car way up on that berm, trying to get it to rotate and get to Henry Call up there in the 63. I think we ought to let Hayden race Homestead tonight. There's call off. Giglio closing in on Elston as Blake's kept it right around that bottom lap after lap. Elston running it out on the cushion. Getting a little over the cushion there. Trying to find some grip. Got the newer Camaro for the 35 team, the older Camaro for the 16. And the back end for both of them is the old 79 Camaro back end. These cars are so strange. Blake Giglio keeping it nice and tidy around that bottom line, going for the race lead as he gets door to door with Scott Elston. 15 laps into this 35 lap first feature. We'll invert the field and run them again for feature number 2. 45 laps in feature 2. And there is Blake sliding up in front of Elston. See if Elston cuts back to the inside. He'll do so. I think Blake has the advantage now. Scott's going to try to slide it in there. Catches the nose of Blake Giglio. It's not clear. Blake does a good job to get out of it and keep from wrecking. Elston back to the point. Heard the immediate apology from the 35. Not normally the way Scott would race, but he's out there having fun trying to defend the lead. Way up the hill now trying to find grip. Both cars getting up off the bottom. Scott tagging the wall going into the corner. Blake's going to throw the slider. And this time Elston backs out of it and Blake Giglio will have the lead. Elston unable to throw it back to the inside. Blake right at halfway takes the race lead. Hayden working the outside now of call-off, and there is the 86 Damon Nagel. Currently second in the title fight. I think he actually does have the banners on. It's just so dark you can't see it because of the spec layer he put on it. Hayden riding third in the birthday car. Damon Nagel takes fourth away from Henry Call-off. Oh, Ian Montrose slides it up into Call-off.
I hit the bottom, sorry.
Montrose saying he hit the berm, shot him up into Henry. Lucas in the 97 trying to gain ground. He's been stuck in 7th most of this heat feature. Does not bode well for the 97 team. Knoxville just not going the way Kasoitsman needs it to. Damon Nagel battling Hayden Law. Damon trying to get as close as he can to Blake. 14 laps to go. He's trying to take third spot from the Napa car. ends up riding back in line, single file through the field right now. Giglio almost a full second on Scott Elston. Hayden Lowell riding third. Damon Nagel, Ian Montrose, your top 5. Right now your title fight, Blake Giglio leads, Damon Nagel 4th, Ian Montrose 5th, and Lucas Huisma 7th. I don't know why I said it in that way. Hayden's actually pulled away a little bit from Damon Nagel. Lucas still putting on pressure on Henry Koloff. Lucas trying to move up to the 6th spot. Slides it up on corner exit across the nose of the 63. Koloff cuts it back to the inside, gets out of shape. And that'll allow Lucas to have the 6th spot. See, Koloff has that left front damage on that car. So that'll move Lucas up to 6th, but he is still last place in the title fight. Behind Montrose, Nagel, and leader Giglio. Now this is our tightest battle on track, 56 and 86. Sometimes looks like 98 if you look at the roof. So I have battle with Wilson and Koloff. Koloff drifting back now. I wonder if that damage is affecting his car at all. Lucas has caught up to Ian with the less than 10 to go. Trying to get out of the basement of the title fight. See Lucas getting that left front up on the berm. Getting the car to rotate, but then couldn't get the grip off the corner. Door to door they go for the 5th spot. Lucas almost driving it like an asphalt track. Lucas gets position. Montrose cuts back to the inside with the crossover. Now they have to go very high as Montrose does not go as low as Huisma did. 6 laps to go. This is the most entertaining battle. We also have Damon Nagel trying to take 3rd spot still from Hayden Lowell. Contacts between the two title fighters as Huisma gets out of shape. Get it all sorted out. Back up here, Damon Nagel.
Chance at trying to hook him.
5 laps to go in feature 1. Damon Nagel trying to find a way around Hayden Lowell. Help his title contention while Blake Giglio leads. Elston still 2nd, now by 2 seconds. Laps winding down here in Knoxville. Feature number 1. Brad Wilson's closing in on Ian Montrose with a handful of laps left. As 51 Shine Machine battling the 1. Scott Elston's fading back into this 3rd place battle. There's Montrose and Wilson. Wilson able to get the nose out front briefly, but not able to complete the pass. Blake takes the white flag in turns 1 and 2. Number 16, M9 Performance Machine down the backstretch. 3 seconds the gap he has. Into turns 3 and 4, nice and calm. Blake Giglio bringing off turn number 4 to win. Feature number 1. Scott Elston will bring it home. Damon Nagel looks like takes the 3rd spot. Hayden Lowell 4th. Lucas Huisma in the 5th spot. Ian Montrose gets 6th. Brad Wilson 7th. Henry Koloff 8th. Nathan Lafayette 9th. They make contact after the race. All right, time to do some warm-ups and see what the feature is all about.
I'm racing there, Hayden.
Damon Nagel, Scott Elson, and I believe the 86 and the 16. Those should be the three we get interviews for here real quick. Track down all of our drivers. There's Blake hanging out in the low drag. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Going good. You started near the back of the field, just kind of cruised to the front. Looked like the bottom lane was really working for you early on. And, well, you brought out the win here in feature number 1. That's good setup for winning yourself a championship here in feature 2.
I don't really know the format, so I don't know if I needed to win that or not. But my goal with coming into the race was I'm gonna win, try to win every single thing. That's my goal.
Well, that's what it should be because it's the most points.
Okay, so I just need the most points. All right.
Yep.
And then how much point lead do you think I got after winning the first one?
Well, we'll find out as soon as Damon gets points done.
All right. Well, I'm hoping it's enough.
Yeah, we'll tune into the broadcast and I'll let you know.
Real talk though. Can we talk about
No.
this track? Oh, okay. I was gonna say this track actually is getting racy the more it wears out, and I'm really surprised.
Well, that should be good for feature number 2 then.
You'd think, right? And I mean,
yeah, it's we'll see. We'll just have to see.
Anything's better than Homestead, right?
I mean, for dirt cars, I would say yes.
Hopefully, we can make it through all the championship races tonight and just finish good, and hopefully win at least one championship. That's the goal.
All right, well, we'll see if you can get it done. Good luck in feature 2.
Thanks.
Blake Giglio in the 16, winning feature 1. Now we'll bring in Mr. Scott Elston. Scott, DG, you got a copy?
Sure do. How's it going?
It's going good. You battled up there at the front quite a lot that race. Brought it home P2 because, you know, that really fast Giglio fella just couldn't let you have it. But how was it up there? And I don't know. What did you maybe need to try and hold off that Mr. Giglio guy?
Speed.
Fair.
Speed and technique. Yeah, I made a mistake where I tried to cross him over and then I went and I think it was 1 and I did the same exact thing I did to Cody last week where I, just over my head and got into him. And I'm one of those racers, like, if I do that, like, when you get back up to me, like, I'm not going to just let him go, but I'm not going to fight him as far as I did the lap before because I don't want to be taking anybody out, especially a playoff driver.
Right.
So, I gave him plenty of room and then I tried to race him on the outside because that's kind of where I'm more comfortable anyway, and the outside just wasn't there. So I mean, I'm happy with the P2. It's first interview and a couple seasons in this series.
Dalton
So
says
I'm
he
happy
liked
with
it.
that.
Dalton said he liked it when you got into Blake.
Yeah, I wish. I'm too. I don't even know the word, but like, once is a mistake, twice is a habit. I don't want to be that person.
10-4. Well, congrats on that strong P2 run in the first feature. We'll see if we can get back up for an interview in feature number 2. Hopefully you're having some fun out there.
Oh, I am.
All right, hit me with the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts.
Just my dad for watching. He watches every week, and then I talk to him on Wednesdays when we talk about the race, and my wife for letting me do this every week, and you for broadcasting, and Damon does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff as far as like rules and stuff like that, and he went way farther with it than I ever think I would have. So he's been a very big help. And then, just the drivers that show up from week to week. We normally have a small field, but the ones that are here have fun and, don't take things too personally for the most part. And they just make it a good time. Makes me want to keep doing it from season to season.
10-4, we appreciate you, and good luck in feature number 2.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Damon.
Hello.
Well, you finished 3rd, so I got to interrupt you while you're doing points.
No worries.
It looked like Hayden maybe gave you a little gift there at the line that had to help your championship a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. If he would have just stayed up high, I was not gonna get him. I couldn't make up ground.
Yeah, I think he gave you a gift. I'm not real sure, but it looked like it. Well, you are well, the next closest competitor to Blake so far, heading into feature number 2. Do you think you got anything for him, or you think it's all already done?
Sadly, I think he's gonna get it, but if some chance he gets taken out and I finish 3 positions ahead of him, then I can do it.
Fair enough. You never know what happens. That's why we run the races, right?
Yes.
All right.
I will be posting it in just a second for you.
Perfect. And appreciate you. And you got your friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for your P3 there in feature number 1?
Fort Worth Screen Printing for sponsoring us, you for broadcasting, the Trevor Project, Out Front Minnesota, and Scott for letting me run this stuff.
All right. Can I get you to do me a favor at the end of feature number 2?
Sure, what's that?
Get all 4 of the championship 4 to come talk.
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate you, my friend.
All right.
Good
Posting
luck.
it now for you. Thanks.
There you go. Damon Nagel finishing in 3rd in feature number 1. Yeah, it's about 3 positions between them. He was first. Blake's first, and Damon was 3rd. So that is your title fight. Let's see. Points should be going in now. Him shared. Let's see what we got. What we got. If I can load it in, then I can get it up on the screen for you while we watch some cars do warm up. I need to save this. Find where I had it earlier. Switch it. For some reason, it likes to be a JPEG, but it comes in as PNG. Replace that, and here you go. As soon as I find where it goes. That? Oh, it's so tiny. Come back. Back larger. Oh my gosh. Here you go. I'm going to make it really huge just so you can see the middle. So you got Blake with 55, Damon with 45, Lucas with 35, and Montrose with 30. So that's going to be a first place with the 55, 3rd place with the 45, 5th place with the 35, and 6th place with the 30. So that is how they stand after the first feature. They're going to have to pick it up and get into that title fight. Guys are pretty far behind already, especially Montrose 25 behind Giglio. That's 5 spots that he has to make up just to tie. And of course, with Giglio winning, I'm pretty sure that's the tiebreaker.
Back racing at the 8-minute mark.
8-minute mark. So we're getting ready to go back racing pretty soon. And there you go. We'll shrink that back down a little bit. Oh my gosh. It's getting all squishy. Whee! That's about right. And the scoreboard's going to be about here. We can keep that for later. Alright. Let's sure we got. Jump live. Oh, we hit the 8-minute mark. Perfect. It's 10-minute warm up and we're past it. 2 minutes to go, so should be jumping right there. There it is. Checker flag waves. Good stuff. Now we add 10 laps. 45 laps, second feature. Shall be interesting. Heard Blake say the track was actually getting surprisingly racy. I have to go in here and move things around. Hide that. Bring up that. Alright. Heading into feature 2. Cars are inverted from feature 1, so all those guys that need points are going to be ahead of the people. Like right now, because of the invert, everything would be tied. Like literally tied. Be a 4-way tie for the lead if they finish where they start in feature number 2. Assuming it's 5 points all the way down the field. And I think it is. Letting the cars get out on the grid. 1 minute to get their cars into the pit area before they roll out onto the racetrack. Feature 1 is complete. Giglio has the lead in the title fight so far, but he's going to be starting dead last thanks to the invert, and things can happen in a hurry back there. We saw that on the last start. Nathan Lafayette, Montrose getting tangled up. I mean, not Montrose, Wilson. There's a 1 in the number.
Good luck everyone. After this race, the top 4 to the inner waiting room. Swiss would like to interview all 4 of us.
Yeah, please.
Top 4 as in finishers or final 4?
Final 4.
Sorry, the final 4.
Get everybody to talk about their season. Be nice. Let them have some chat time. And we'll go 4th to 1st. We'll also talk to anybody top 3 in case someone doesn't, not in the title fight, gets top 3, you know. We'll give them a lot of time to chat. Xfinity race doesn't start for an hour, so it should be good. It looks like we only have 8 cars out here. I don't think Brad Wilson got out on track in that 51 Shine car. The 51 team not making it out on track. Lafayette will be your pole sitter. Henry Koloff will start 2nd. Looks like Lucas Hoyce will move up to 3rd. Ian Montrose 4th. Damon Nagel 5th. Hayden Lowell 6th. Blake Giglio will move up to 7th. And Scott Elston 8th. Scoreboard will fix itself as soon as we drop the green flag. I know you can't see Lafayette right now. Also shows a Wilson in the pit, but it should drop him out. There it is, green flag in the air. 45 laps for feature number 2 to decide a champion. The Fort Worth Screen Printing Dirt Street Stock Tour. Lafayette out in front, Koloff and Hoytsma. Oh, there's Damon Nagel going around in the 86. That's not good for his title fight. Caution does not fly.
Well, I hit myself into the wall and then somebody else hit me into the wall again.
I don't have a chance to go back and look at that because everything going on up front. Oh, fireworks are going off. That was weird. I know Knoxville does that a little bit. Just wasn't expecting it. Hoytsa trying to wrap the inside and get out front in the 97. Blake Giglio's already up to 4th. Started 7th by Wilson not being in the race. Right now, Blake Giglio probably already in position to win this thing. Doesn't need to pass the cars out of him, but I'm sure that won't deter him from doing it. Gets past Lafayette up into the 3rd spot. Koloff and Hoytsma battling hard at the front. Hoytsma had used the inside lane. Koloff has crossed him back over. Now he's on the bottom. Henry Koloff gets back out front in the 63. Teammates Hoytsma and Giglio battle side by side for 2nd. Lafayette getting way up on the berm. Unfortunately, oh, contact. Lucas Hoytsma slides it in there, gets into Henry Koloff. I know he didn't mean to do that. Got the elbows out and pushed the 63 up the hill a bit. There's birthday boy Hayden in the Napa car. Got a little right front damage on that machine. 40 laps to go from sprint car capital of the world, Knoxville. Lucas leads Giglio, then Koloff, Lowell, Lafayette. Top 5, then Elston, Montrose, and Nagel. Nagel all the way at the tail of the field for that contact with, seemed to be Ian Montrose. We didn't quite get a good look at it because the action was still going on. We never got a replay. Heard a lot of apologizing between Montrose and Nagel. Blake's moved up the track. Lucas is keeping it around the bottom. They run similar lines. Complete another lap. This in 1 and 2. Blake's running much higher. 3 and 4, they seem to both want to run the middle to low lane. Teammates. This would be a lot more exciting if Lucas had a better first session, first feature. Right now, at least the racing is good, right? Lucas all the way to the wall. Let's see what kind of a run he gets off at the corner here. Blake leaves him the top, doesn't slide up. Lucas throws it back out there. That is a very high line Lucas is running. Definitely gives him some motor off the corner, but unfortunately not enough. Blake Giglio out to the race lead where he was in feature number 1. If he finishes there, it erases all doubt. He is definitely your champion. Henry Koloff in a 3rd spot. Hayden Lowell to his outside. Lucas has had a connection issue. We'll see if he pops back in. So far, it doesn't look good for the 97. He may have picked up one of his infamous blue screens. He's been having a lot of PC issues lately, but we call that car trouble here in SRL. Hayden moves up to 2nd. Lafayette 3rd. Henry Koloff in 4th. Unfortunately, Lucas Huisma has seemed to have fallen out of the session. Shiver's being pretty quiet about it. Watch this battle for now 3rd. Hayden seems to have grabbed 2nd. Lafayette and Koloff battle for that 3rd spot. Lafayette up high in the 00. Koloff the white 63 at the bottom. And outside lane prevails. Nathan Lafayette takes away 3rd. Our top title contenders, Blake's out front, and then Ian 6th, Daigle 7th, and Lucas Huisma out of the race in 8th. Report from the 97, he actually quit out, so I guess there's good news, bad news there. At least it wasn't the PC. Battle between the 1 and the 86.
Hi, Ian.
Bang doors.
So good, man.
Hear both of them on the radio there. This is for 6th. Not all that exciting for their playoff possibilities, but they're going to give it a fun time out there. They got 30 laps to go. Why not race each other hard, even if it's for
Pretty sure I just pushed you through that whole corner.
battle for not last. This is our best battle on the track, by the way. Lafayette is very close to Hayden Lowell. And that is for the 2nd spot. Happened early to whom, Nagel? You know how long it would take to find that? And while we got passing going on. I'm at the end of the race. Scott Elston, Henry Koloff battle for 4th. Hayden Lowell, Nathan Lafayette battle for 2nd. Damon Nagel, Ian Montrose battle for 6th. Well, the only person not battling is race leader Blake Giglio. Hayden holding on to 2nd so far. Nagel trying to use that inside lane to get back around Ian Montrose. Looks like Damon has cleared to the spot. Blake has a 5-second lead with 26 laps to go. I think he's gonna do what his goal was coming in, for sure. Don't want to jinx him, but 25 laps to go. It looks pretty good. Not a lot of cars out here to cause trouble and bring out a caution, so things looking pretty good in the 16 camp right now for bringing home a title. It's like Hayden Lowell running a little higher than Nathan Lafayette. He's able to make it work. Elston and Koloff. Blake's been, early on at least, was running low, and looks like he's still relatively low. Here's the gap. That's what 5.5 seconds.
They have like a blue shell right about now.
Mario Kart joke trying to take out Blake up ahead. You at least make him come back to the field and race for it. 6-second lead.
I just wish iRacing threw cautions when they're supposed to.
Nagel did go around. There's nobody
Okay, look, I'm
behind
at
him.
least asking for something realistic.
Hayden saying the blue shell is much more realistic than iRacing throwing cautions when they're supposed to. That was pretty fucking funny. Well done, Hayden. Way to be funny. Hayden riding in second, trying to hold off Nathan Lafayette. Scott Elston riding in the fourth spot. Henry Koloff fifth. David Nagel is sixth. Ian Montrose seventh. Weitzman has retired from the event in eighth. Are they for sure on? They might not be. It's always a good question to ask. Blake Giglio just cruising out there. Second place battle's cooled off a bit. Check in on Elston and Koloff. That was the tightest battle by the numbers. David Nagel slowly cruising into this battle. Lafayette running a different line than Hayden there and gaining a little ground. Looks like Hayden tried the bottom a little bit. Lafayette closing right to the back of the Napa car. He does not get the traction off the corner. Car stepped out on him. Lafayette in the top three right now, trying to get into the top two. 15 laps to go. He's closed back in on the Napa car. Scott Elston, Damon Nagel, Henry Koloff all battle together. Then Montrose about a second and a half back. I'm sure everyone but Blake wants a caution right about now, as Blake is 9 seconds ahead. We'll show the battle for second. Lafayette to the inside of Hayden Law. What up, Zarya? Watching Birthday Boy battle Lafayette for second place here with 13 laps to go at Knoxville. Couple of non-playoff cars keeping it exciting for us. Appreciate them coming out and raising the night. And 12 laps to go from Knoxville. Blake Giglio on his way to a title here in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Dirt Street Stock Tour. Scott Elston still holding off Koloff and Nagel. Laps winding down. Giglio inching closer and closer to that title. Multi-time double feature winner this season, but to do it on a championship night, that's just a whole nother level. He is on his way. 10 seconds now ahead of Hayden Law. That is insane. tagged there in the right rear quarter by the 00 Lafayette, and Lafayette backed out of it to not take a spot that way. So now we go back to this 3-car, we'll call it a train. They've been in each other's tire tracks
That was
most
my
of the
fault,
time.
Nathan, I'm sorry.
It's Hayden
That's no problem.
apologizing. David Nagel really smoked it into the corner. These guys are running right up by the wall. Koloff trying to get alongside Scott Elston. Nagel trying to get to the outside of Koloff. That got really close.
Yeah, I am racing for the lead.
This must be Montrose going a lap down, and it is.
Racing the leader doesn't mean you're racing for the lead.
Oh, Koloff gets too much rotation. And that drops him down 2-6. Ian, lap down in the 1 car right behind Blake Giglio. Trying to make it exciting.
What if you're racing to stay on a lead lap?
Jump back to our tightest battle, which is now Damon Nagel and Scott Elston, the teammates. Gearhead Racing Machines 35 and 86. Also happen to be the 2 admins for the Dirt Series. Oh, they're having a battle with a handful of laps to go. And there is your title contender, Blake Giglio. Lucas, if you're still hanging around, we do want to talk to you about your season, if you would like to. You did make the Final 4. The way things are right now, we'll have to talk to almost the entire field. The only one we wouldn't pull in is Scott at the moment, and I think we'll have Scott just talk about next season anyway at the end, so I think we'll have to talk to all 8 people. Well, that is certainly fine. Laps winding down for the number 16, Blake Giglio, pulling home a championship, white flag in the air. So he makes his way by the Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Out of the final turn, Blake Giglio will be your champion. Blake Giglio, Fort Worth Screen Printing Dirt Street Stock Tour champ.
Great,
Fireworks
thanks
go
for
off
putting
here.
us on this year, boys.
There you are. There is your thank you
Good
from...
win. Good championship. It was fun racing against you, Henry.
Yep. Yeah, boy, those were really close at the ends. Good job, good job.
Blake knows how to get to all the victory lanes.
Thanks for coming out this season.
We'll see where he goes here. Should be a nice, easy
Final 4
one.
to the waiting room for your interviews.
And Hayden and Nathan. Top 3 and Final 4.
What happened to you there, Henry, on that last few laps? You were right beside us, and then all of a sudden you were gone.
See? I told you Blake knows how to get to all of them.
Oh, entering one, I don't know what lap it was. It was side by side. Even entering one that I went to the bomb and then the car just snapped. So I don't know what happened, but oh well.
If we can get Damon to do our points, then we'll know what order our championship drivers are in. But we're going to talk to Blake. We know he got the championship and the what's it called, and the race win. So we're going to go grab him and talk to Blake. Blake, DG, got copy?
How's it going?
It's going good. You got double feature wins, so easy to figure out who the champion is. Good job tonight.
Appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to get a championship this year. It's always nice when you can at least win one, you know.
No, I don't know.
It's gonna be you're a champion, aren't you? Didn't you win like a super speedway or something?
I have 2 titles, but I mean, I don't really know what it's like to win one every year. How it's nice to win one every season. I don't know that.
You have it modified, don't you? That's yours.
I have A modified, and I have a dirt street, or not streets, dirt streets, like just regular street side.
Well, good. It's two.
But like I said, I don't know how it's to win every season like you do.
Yeah, but you can compete every season.
I mean, fair. But you get my point, okay? You're way better. You win a lot more championships. You've won a hell of a lot more races. And here you are, winning yourself a Dirt Street Stock title here in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Dirt Street Stock Tour. How did it feel to, A, sweep the championship races here tonight? That had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Glad we were able to do that. It's always good when you can get that double feature win and sweep tonight. So I'm just glad we were able to do that and secure a championship.
Zen 4, hit me with the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for that championship effort tonight.
Yeah, I want to shout out to you for broadcasting all year. You did a great job with that. I want to shout out to Scott and Damon for everything they do for the series and putting it on. Obviously, Fort Worth Screen Printing for sponsoring the series, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have these races. So shout out to John Garrett there for that. And really, TDC Racing, M9 Performance, Low Draggy Sports, just everyone that has raced all year with us. It's a lot of fun racing the dirt, and I'm really looking forward to see what they choose to do next season.
All right, throw out your prediction. What car do you think they're bringing out?
Oh, I want that 410. Wow!
We know it.
Top, you know what I'm saying?
We know what you want. What do you think they're going to bring out?
I think we're going to get... These are my options, right? We're going to get either a Pro Late,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to get Modifieds,
Mm-hmm.
or we are going to get 360 Sprint Car.
Mm. And you probably want the 410. The 360 is, I don't know. I'd rather 410.
360 kind of sucks. If I had to pick between all three of those cars, either Pro Late models... Actually, yeah, probably Pro Lates or honestly Sprint cars. The Modifieds, you're going to get a lot of those... there's a lot of good Modified guys that like to show up, so... that'd be a really tough series, which would be really entertaining, so... If they choose that, I'm going to be looking forward to that quite a bit, too.
Thanks for helping me fill airtime while we wait for Damon Nagel to finish the points and know what the rest of the standings are.
Well, I can talk for a long time.
Yeah, you're good at it. I appreciate it. Definitely helped me
no
fill
problem.
the air. All right. Well, congrats on your championship. Congrats on the double feature wins. What was that, like the 6th or 7th time this season you pulled that off?
I don't know, to be honest with you. It was a couple. Yeah, it comes.
It's a few. We'll call it a few.
It's a little bit more than 2. I think it was... I want to say it was like 4. I don't think it was that many. It was like... I don't know. We're going to have to look now.
Scott says we're racing soapbox derby cars next season.
I think we should run mini stock so I can just start dooring people out of the way.
Might get Cliff interested in it.
Cliff would love that. That's a Cliff kind of style right there.
All right. Well, congrats on, like I said, everything. The great season overall, very deserving championship. We appreciate you racing with us, and hopefully we'll see you back next season for whatever the hell Scott and Damon decide to throw at us.
That's what's going to be fun about it. We don't know.
All right, but congrats, and we'll see you in Xfinity.
Thanks.
That is Blake, your champion tonight. Let's see if Nathan Lafayette's hanging out. He is. And let's go track down the 00, Nathan Lafayette. Nathan, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, here.
Well, hello. You got yourself a P2 here at the second feature. How did you get that done?
That's a really good question. Yeah, I had a really good battle with Hayden most of the race. We had a lot of fun there. We got into each other a couple of times, nothing major. We were able to work it all out, and I'm not sure kind of what happened. I was able to get him at the end. I don't know if he let off or if he got loose or what really happened, but and Lucas was in front of us, and he disconnected, I guess. Hopefully everything's all right there, but yeah, it was a good run. Got P2, and we'll take it. Some momentum here.
TM4, well, congrats on a strong run, the P2 finish. Let's go ahead and hit me with those friends, family, sponsor shoutouts, and don't forget C2X.
Yeah, for sure, C2X. Ian's been a good teammate to have run all season. Obviously, we had some others show up off and on races here and there, Aiden and Cliff and various others. But yeah, it was good for C2X, and thanks to you for broadcasting and for Damon and Scott for putting this all together and kind of keeping this going. So it's been a good season.
All right, we gave Blake a shot at it, so we're going to give you a shot at it. What do you think they're going to throw at us next year for the car?
I'd like to see the big block modified, but I could see them doing something off the wall, doing like that new 4-cylinder car or the little mini wing sprint or something. So I'm just trying to get some participation. Probably what I guess they're going to do, because we kind of had struggles getting car count. So I think it's going to be something like that. I think it's a good car count.
TM4, well, we shall see what they throw at us next season. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you back here next season.
Sounds like a plan. We'll see you.
Nathan Lafayette in the 00, picking up second place in feature number 2. Now we'll go track down the 56 of Hayden Lowell. And there he is. Hayden, DG, your copy?
Hey, hi.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You look like you're out there giving away presents today, though.
Damon needed points, and then I fucked him over in the last one, so it kind of
Negated that, yeah.
negated it. Yeah, finished the dirt race. It's cool.
Yeah. Are you going to get in the car and get behind the wheel a little bit later on? Go homestead?
Man, I want to so bad, but I figured if I've broadcasted with you this whole time, we'll finish it out in the booth, and we'll run next season.
That's fair, but I am the broadcaster, and I'm giving you full permission to run tonight.
I'm gonna let the race play out. I've only run the one race, so I'll let them do their thing. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll jump up there with you and we'll see.
Well, at least we'll have a very knowledgeable person about Homestead in the booth, because it ain't me.
I love Homestead.
All right, well, back to dirt, since we got way off topic there while we wait for Damon to finish it out. And he has. Thank you, Damon. Just noticed he posted those, so we're good to go as far as filling airtime. Congrats on the strong run tonight. And you got the P3 finish here in feature number 2. What'd you think about the extra 5 laps?
Yeah, that's such a long time around that track. Maybe we don't need that for Knoxville. But somewhere else, I don't know. Sure.
We are getting higher horsepower cars next season, so maybe it'll work out next season where the race will be a little faster.
Hang on, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What are we getting? Do we know what we're getting?
No, it was dropped in the Twitch chat just moments ago. We are getting higher horsepower than we have now. That's biggest,
all we know?
The biggest hint we've gotten so far.
Well, that's intriguing. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That intrigues me.
It tickles the brain a little bit. I'll be honest.
It does. I'm currently going through and we're getting stats and stuff done for the Final Fours. I'm running through Arca now. We'll post that and we'll get Xfinity going before the broadcast, hopefully.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you here in a little bit, and good luck getting your stats done.
Thanks. It's a lot of typing.
It is.
I don't like typing.
Maybe you just dictate it to somebody. Let them type it.
I'm this far along. I might as well.
Fair enough. I've said that many times. All right, bud. Good luck. Aiden Wall on the 56. It's birthday. Finished third in feature number 2. Now we'll go talk to our championship drivers, see who we can track down. I don't see... I know one person's already declined. Let's look at our finale. Obviously, Blake is your champion. Looks like Nagel will bring it home in second. So let's track down Damon. Damon, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, not the way you wanted feature number 2 to go at all, but still strong enough to bring home P2 in the points championship fight. How do we get that season overall accomplished? And you feel like it was a pretty good one?
Yeah, I felt like it was good. There was a lot of good racing this year, but I was listening to your broadcast and I didn't realize it was Hayden that spun me out in that second race.
I mean, I don't even know who it was because it happened so fast that there was still actually going on and no caution, so I didn't really have time to go back and look. But yeah, we can probably do that right now if you wanted to. If you tell me what lap it was, I'd have to do it the manual way, but who cares, right?
Goodness gracious. That was like one of the first laps.
Yeah, it was very early in the run. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Pull up the laps and drop one over there and figure out where your longest one... 28 seconds, so that's going to be lap 1.
Probably. No, other than that, it was still fun.
Alright, let's see. We got Montrose here outside. And here comes Hayden. Y'all are 3 wide, and yeah, Montrose, Hayden, and you all bunch up together, and 3 cars and 2 car spots is not a good thing.
Oh, dang. I wish iRacing would have thrown the caution like it was supposed to.
Yeah, you know how iRacing be. Did you have them on? Like, sometimes I forget to put them on.
Yeah, Scott verified that they were on.
Alright, so here you
I had to
go
redo
around,
the
and
just
yeah.
before we went live, so I verified that too.
Definitely completely backwards on the track as a car passed you, which is usually the metric, so I think that one is fair to say iRacing should have thrown that.
Oh,
well,
it was still fun. It was fun racing everyone. had some fun, and I'm excited for next year.
I'm actually intrigued that Knoxville put on a decent show, you know, and sometimes it gets very one lane and boring, but in these cars, this track, kind of good combination.
Yeah, it worked out. It was fun. I think the last few races, the track seemed to even itself out for that second race to create some multi-groove racing.
Well, congrats on your second place finish in the championship this season in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Dirt Street Stock Tour. You got the Friends Family sponsor shoutouts for your very strong season.
Scott for letting me do all this stuff and run my crazy ideas. The Trevor Project, Outfront Minnesota, Fort Worth Screen Printing for sponsoring us, you for broadcasting, and everyone that raced this year, because it was a lot of good racing this year, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to miss these cars, but I'm excited to see what we bring out next year.
Me too. All we know so far is it's more horsepower.
That is correct. We got narrowed down to like 3 or 4 cars, so.
So the decision's
We'll
not
figure
even
out
made
from there.
yet. We just got high horsepower coming. That's all we know. Or higher horsepower.
I think people will like what we got in store.
I hope so. All right. Well, congrats on a strong season. Congrats on the second place in the championship. Strong run tonight. Just come up short on that Blake Giglio fella, but you know he's an alien, so you're the highest finishing human this season. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
David Nagel brings it home. P2 of the title fight. Let's see if we got our other 2 finishers. I know we'll just announce Lucas Heusma finished 3rd. He has declined his interview for good reason. And we're going to talk to Ian Montrose if he is still around. He's got himself muted and deafened. But we're going to keep talking and see if he unmutes and undeafens himself. Ian! Yeah! He's just here. Muted and deafened. The number 1 car. Just wanted to have a chat about a season, but it looks like he's also declining without actually telling me he's declining. Just not there. Oh well. Try to give Ian his moment in the sunshine, talk about his strong season, getting into the playoffs, into the Final Four, finishing 4th. He came in as a 10 seed, so that is pretty, I don't know if you want to call them upsets, but pretty good to move on as the 10 seed coming in all the way to the Final Four. Well done there, Ian. Congrats on that season. And Lucas finishing in the 3rd spot. Congrats on his good efforts this year as well. Hope everyone enjoyed the format. We'll get more horsepower on the Dirt Tour next season. So we'll have to wait and see. Check the announcements in our Discord for Sidewinder. And you can get to that by going to dgsracing.com and clicking the big red snake. That'll get you in our Discord, and you can see what cars we're going to run next season and check out all the championship brackets and everything going on. We appreciate you so very much. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Fort Worth Screen Printing, for putting on our broadcasting this season. We appreciate John Garrett and company over there getting that for us, and we'll see you guys next season. Thank you so very much. Check out all of our off-season stuff. We're going to be running SRX season, so Blake Giglio just qualified for the SRX season officially. Also in the season is Lucas Heusma, who picked up the championship last night in ARCA. So we've got those 2 plus Mike Edwards, who picked up the Legends Cars championship on Sunday. So 3 drivers already locked into the SRX field during the off season. That is our Race of Champions series that all of our champions get put into, plus a few of the highest winning percentage drivers that we have. Thank you guys so very much for being here tonight. We appreciate you. We'll see you a little bit for the Xfinity race that pops off in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes time, we'll start qualifying for Xfinity. YouTube will end here, and we'll be over on the Twitch the whole time, and then we'll go back live on YouTube at 8:30. Thank you guys so very much, and have a good night. All right, that closes out the YouTube stuff. Got that ready to go for